Look up. What do you see? A bird? A plane? Maybe something smaller, buzzing with a distinct, almost insect-like hum. That, my friends, is a drone, and it represents one of the most fascinating and complicated technological puzzles of our time. On one hand, it's a marvel of engineering. Imagine a future where a fresh pizza, urgent medicine, is delivered right to your balcony by a quiet, efficient quadcopter. Think of farmers using these flying helpers to monitor vast fields, ensuring a better harvest for everyone. Every piece of technology has a flip side, and drones are no exception. But what happens when these eyes in the sky start looking where they shouldn't? And who's watching the watchers? Especially with counter-drone capabilities becoming more accessible. This duality is the core of the drone dilemma. Let's dive into the workshop and really look at what these machines can do, because the benefits are astounding. First up, convenience and efficiency. Think about logistics. Companies are already experimenting with drone delivery networks that could revolutionize how we get goods. Instead of a truck navigating traffic for hours, a drone could fly a direct route in minutes. This isn't just about getting your new sneakers faster. It could mean delivering critical medical supplies, like blood, or an organ for transplant, to a remote hospital in record time. On farms, drones equipped with specialized sensors can analyze crop health, plant by plant, allowing farmers to use water and fertilizer with surgical precision. This saves money, reduces environmental impact, and increases the food supply. Filmmaking, photography, live sports. They give us access to viewpoints that were once impossible or incredibly expensive to achieve. This isn't just for Hollywood either. Real estate agents can showcase a property's full scope. Inspectors can safely check the integrity of a bridge or a wind turbine without putting a human life at risk. As drones become more common, a whole new field of counter-drone technology is emerging. Airports, for example, need a way to detect and disable a rogue drone that could pose a catastrophic threat to an airplane. These counter-drone systems can use radar, radio frequency analysis, or even other drones to identify and neutralize an unauthorized device. One of those companies in the field of counter-drone technology is sponsoring this video. Their name is Phoenix Technologies. If you are interested in a Phoenix Technologies counter-drone system, check the description of this video. The airspace above our most critical infrastructure is under siege. From unexpected shutdowns at major European airports in Denmark to unexplained drone incursions over military sites like those in New Jersey, drones have rapidly become a major security threat. These low-cost, high-reach autonomous vehicles are perfect tools for espionage, sabotage of critical infrastructure, terrorist activities, and drug transport. The challenge is urgent. We need advanced countermeasures to protect our strategic installations, borders, and public events. Introducing the Phoenix Shield ADS-4, a high-end, semi-stationary anti-drone system. This isn't just a jammer, it's a complete electronic warfare platform, integrating advanced detection and inhibition capabilities through specialized software. The Phoenix Shield ADS-4 is designed to counter the widest range of threats. It accurately identifies signals from common brands like DJI and Autel, as well as military protocols like Zala, Lancet, and Orlan. Crucially, it can even detect and classify custom-made artisanal drones under the label of unknown, protecting you from non-conventional emerging technology. The advantages: from military to civilian security. Military use. The system provides a critical defensive perimeter for military bases and strategic installations, with a detection range of 2 to 7 kilometers, and an interference range of up to 2 kilometers. It offers an automatic detection and blocking sequence, ensuring a rapid response to threats against vehicle convoys or command centers. Commercial civilian use. The Phoenix Shield ADS-4 is the ideal solution for protecting sensitive civilian areas. It secures airports from the very threats that have caused massive delays and shutdowns, ensures the safety of mass public events, and guards critical buildings and borders against illegal drug transport and surveillance. And because threats evolve, the system is scalable and adaptable, incorporating new devices into its database through simple software updates. The new age of drone threats demands a new level of defense. With the Phoenix Shield ADS-4, you gain the latest in detection, a wide-ranging database of known threats, and continuous, scalable protection. Don't wait for the next incident. Secure your airspace today. From unexpected shutdowns at major European airports in Denmark to unexplained drone incursions over military sites like those in New Jersey, drones have rapidly become a major security threat.
Tonight, an aerial mystery that's been described as unnerving is growing. The FBI now investigating multiple reports of unidentified drones flying over New Jersey, some as large as a small car. And today, a large drone seen here, also described as the size of a small vehicle, flying over a California event where Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin was in attendance.
More drones in the sky, Rockaway, New Jersey.
The New Jersey drones, initially spotted in the northern part of the state, now being reported further south. Sightings also now being reported in New York City. Staten Island Borough President Vito Fossella calling on the FAA and FBI to expand their investigation.
People have seen a number of 15-foot or so wingspan drones hovering around. In this day and age, I just don't think that that's something you take lightly. If it is, nothing to be concerned about. Someone should come forward and say that.
Residents alarmed by the number of sightings.
One would go over, and then the next one would come, and then the next one, and the next one. So it wasn't like there would be 20 coming at one time.
Jonathan Lace, a pilot himself, shot this shocking video overnight of multiple car-sized drones near the Essex County, New Jersey airport. So concerned by what he saw, he contacted the FAA.
What's been probably the most alarming thing to you?
As a pilot, I can tell you that, when you're about to land, the last thing you want to see is something hovering in front of you.
What is that?
With many questions and few answers, residents and officials alike on high alert as the mystery in the sky deepens. George Solis, NBC News, New York.
And confusion at 4 airports in Denmark last night when drones appeared in their airspace. Flights were grounded, and the investigation into who was in control of that drone, that is ongoing right now. CBS News correspondent Chanel Call, she's been following the story for us. And Chanel, what else have we learned as of this morning?
So, Mugo, we know that those drone sightings began at around 10 p.m. Wednesday and ended at around 1 a.m. on Thursday. Now, the country's defense minister is calling this a, quote, hybrid attack. And the reason he's calling it that is because those flights happened within, as I mentioned, just a few hours. At Aalborg Airport in northern Denmark, flights there were halted for several hours during these incidents. We know 3 other airports were also impacted, Mugo, including one that's actually an air base home to Danish military fighter jets. The drones appeared to be flying around the airports with lights turned on, but authorities that we heard from, Mugo, said that they decided against trying to shoot them down. Now, at this point, you talked about this, it's still unclear who was behind these attacks, but the defense ministry is saying it appeared to be a, quote, professional actor. The country's prime minister and NATO secretary general also saying that Russian involvement could not be ruled out at this point. Also notable because this is just the latest example of unexplained drone activity that is now raising concerns about security in this area of northern Europe, especially amid growing Russian aggression. Just last week, Mugo, there were reports of a Russian drone flying over Poland and Russian fighter jets flying over Estonia.
Chanel Call, thank you so much for that update.
Now, let's flip the coin. For every amazing application, there's a corresponding concern. The central debate: where does public airspace end and personal privacy begin? When a drone flies over your house, it's legally in public airspace. But an airplane is at 30,000 feet. A drone can be at 30 feet, equipped with a 4K camera that can zoom in with startling clarity. This is the heart of the conflict. The ability to record high-resolution video and audio from a distance, often without the subject even knowing, creates a massive potential for abuse. It changes expectations of privacy, even in our backyards. The core worry: unwanted surveillance. The feeling of being watched without your consent. Think about stalking and harassment. A drone can follow someone, record their movements, learn their daily routine with persistent tracking. Reports already: peeped into apartment windows, spied on sunbathers at private pools, monitored neighborhood activities. It's urgent because the tech is easy to get. Walk into an electronics store, or go online and buy a powerful, easy-to-fly drone for a few $100s. Potential for misuse is everywhere. A curious neighbor, a private investigator, a corporate spy, a prankster, and what about the data? So, we have this incredible, rapidly evolving technology in our skies. The problem is, our legal system moves at the speed of a tortoise. while drone technology moves at the speed of, well, a drone. Our laws were written for a world that existed before this technology was commonplace. Most existing privacy laws are based on property lines and physical trespass, yet are vague about a flying camera hovering 50 feet above your yard. Is that trespassing? The result is a messy and confusing patchwork of regulations that varies wildly from one place to another. On a federal level, agencies like the FAA have rules, but they focus on aviation safety, preventing drones from crashing into airplanes or falling on people. They don't really deal with privacy. States and even individual cities have tried to step in and fill the void, leading to a confusing jumble of local ordinances. In one town, it might be illegal to fly over private property without permission. Next door, it might be perfectly legal. Compounding the problem is the arms race in technology. Just as drones advance, so does the tech designed to stop them. Is it legal to jam a drone you think is spying on you? In most places, the answer is a hard no. Federal law strictly prohibits interfering with radio signals. You're left to call the police and hope, creating a dangerous vacuum and a kind of technological Wild West. Amid all this talk of privacy and problems, we cannot lose sight of one critical fact: drones are lifesavers. In search and rescue operations, a drone is an invaluable team member. A drone equipped with a high-resolution thermal camera can scan in hours, seeing heat signatures day or night. This ability to find people quickly can be the difference between life and death. When disaster strikes, the first hours are chaotic. Drones provide real-time aerial assessment, survey damage, identify stranded survivors, and map safe routes for responders. Drones can deliver small, essential supplies, water, food, first aid kits. At complex crime scenes and crash sites, drones capture overhead imagery and create detailed 3D models. Better information, stronger cases, more just outcomes. Yet rogue drones can interfere. Firefighting aircraft have been grounded by unauthorized flights. Counter-drone technology becomes an ally. Detect and neutralize obstructing drones, so good drones, helping firefighters, police, and rescue teams, can work without interference. It's another layer of a complex relationship. Control the bad to enable the good. This brings us to one of the oldest and most difficult debates in any society: the trade-off between individual privacy and collective security. Drones bring this question into sharp, high-definition focus. The same technology that can be used to spy on you can also be used to save you. A police drone that can monitor a public square to prevent a terrorist attack is also capable of recording the faces of everyone attending a peaceful political rally. The thermal camera that finds a lost hiker could theoretically be used to see inside a home. Consider the argument for safety. If a drone can help catch a dangerous criminal, find a missing child, or stop a disaster from becoming worse, then a certain loss of privacy is a price worth paying. Protective counter-drone tech at a large public event might scan the sky, but its purpose is to prevent a deadly attack. Critics warn of a slippery slope and mission creep. Who decides what threat justifies surveillance? What happens when authorities misuse powerful tools? A counter-drone system that protects an airport could also block journalists documenting abuses. The same jamming that grounds a dangerous drone can also cut communications for protesters. So, where do we go from here? We're faced with a rapidly advancing technology that offers incredible benefits and poses significant risks. There are no simple answers, no magic bullet solutions. Throwing away the technology is not an option. It's already too integrated and too useful. The path forward must be careful and deliberate, built on smart regulation, ethical guidelines, public education. Create a clear national framework defining privacy in the drone age. Set rules about where drones can and cannot fly. Define what kinds of data drones can collect. Clarify how that data can be used, stored, and shared. Address counter-drone tech, who can use it, and when. Build privacy by design features. Geofencing to stop flights in restricted areas. Default tools that blur faces and license plates. Education is critical. Most new drone owners are excited and uninformed. Launch awareness campaigns, include a clear guide in every box, require simple online training. Teach the public their rights and what to do if privacy is violated. An informed public is our best defense. This is a societal conversation. It's up to all of us. Get involved, read up, talk to your friends and neighbors, let your elected officials know what you think. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
This is the first stage. What we are doing now, we are simulating the demo. As you can see in the GUI right now, we are scanning the environment. There is no drone detection. What we will do now, we will turn on the drone. This is a big DJI one. We're going to do the pairing, and you will see that after we do this, we automatically detecting the drone. Okay, so now we are pairing. Okay, the drone is on. We pair the controller to the drone, and you can see that we can control the drone. We powered it on. Okay. Now we move back after we turn on the drone, and the system automatically detected, and you can see that we recognize what type of drone. This is the light bridge, 10 megahertz, and also the controller is still on. We're going to turn on now the jamming, and you will see that the drone is losing the control and it will disappear from the system detection. Turn on the jamming, please. We can do it automatically, but we choose only because we want to simulate it. We do it manually. We turn on the jamming. It will start. Now you see the green light, and when he detected and start to jam, it will appear as a red, and the magic is starting now. First, the controller lost the connection, it became red. Secondly, on the system, the threads disappeared. We don't see any of the drone, and more than that, if I will go to the drone right now, you will see that the drone is without any of controlling. We will see that he lost control. He cannot do anything because it's jammed.